Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of Paws and Claws. If you didn't see my first video, I will link it up here on the cards for you. This series is inspired by one of my favorite YouTubers. He's not a nail YouTuber. He's actually a beauty YouTuber. He's a professional MUA makeup artist. His name is Robert Welch, and he does a series on his channel every Monday called Makeup and Ghost Stories. And I love it so much. And he inspired me to do kind of videos that kind of mush my two favorite things together, which is nails, and animals. So I started the series Paws and Claws. Before I get into stories, I want to make sure you guys know to stick around to the end of the video. I have a super special announcement. In case you haven't been hearing me talk about it for a while now, I have a little collab that I did with CandiSkinCare, and it is so amazing and I'm so happy about it. Definitely stick around and we'll talk about it at the end of the video. Like always, I will link every product that I'm using in this mani I'm doing right now down in my description box in case you guys are curious. So without further ado, let's get into some story time. Our first story comes to us from one of our family members. I don't know why I'm saying that. They're all from you guys. I'm gonna throw a first name in here. This is from Deb, and Deb writes, "Hi Marla, hope you're doing well. I wanted to share the story with you about Boo. I love it already. I had 2 cats before him, Boss Man, oh my goodness, and Bumpers. Boss was a bottle baby. He lived in his dad's shirt pocket for weeks. We went everywhere we did. That's adorable. We were truck drivers at the time. Whenever Boss would make any kind of sound or movement, we were right there, and his bottle and his warm blanket, hence the name Boss Man. Makes total sense. He told us what to do, as most cats do. After 18 years of his love and kindness and 30 pounds of hugs. Yep, 30 pounds. Oh my God. It's a big cat. I lost him May 5th of 17. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. I'm so sorry. My world is still not right with him gone. He could say mama. Okay, one of my cats say mama too. Like, I'm going to try and do my best impersonation, not to cut the story off, but my youngest cat, Boogie, he'll walk around the house going, mama, mama, and hello. It's the funniest thing ever. Anyway, moving on. Then there was Bumper that we got Boss Man. Then there was Bumper that we got Boss Man when Boss was almost bottle broke. Okay, I understand now. Bumpers helped us the rest of the way. Bumpers got his name because of his tail. Well, I should say lack of tail. He only had just a nubbin. Oh. He was very protective of his nubbin. Well, I would be too. And Boss knew how Bumps felt about his tail. Bumpers loved Boss Man's tail so much. I lost Bumpers on February 13th of 18. Oh my goodness, you poor thing. By this time, I was single, almost ready to retire, and decided no more babies. Not ever again would I have my heart ripped of me because of my fur babies getting sick. Well, there's the story of Boo Boo. Boo Boo was born in March of 18. I didn't meet him until April. He was so tiny. He was black, and his meow was the sweetest meow I ever heard. He doesn't know how to meow. He sounds like a baby bird. I've got one of those too. Oh my goodness. Thanks for letting me share my fur babies. I love cats, Debbie. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. I'm so sad for your losses. Trust me, I've been there and I understand, but yay for the new baby. Please give him all the smooches for me. The next story I have for you comes to us from Sydney, and this reads, Dear Marla, this is the story of one of our many fur babies. In 2017, my mom and I were driving the highway. Mom was driving and I was on my phone in my own little world. Out of nowhere, my mom gasps and my whole body jerks forward. I look over at her and said, what the heck? She was staring at the road and said, I hit it. I hit the puppy. Oh my gosh. We both froze for a few moments. After we had time to sort of process what happened, we got out of the car knowing we were about to be heartbroken. when we came around the front of the car, there he was, a sweet puppy no more than 3 inches from the car, completely untouched. Whew. Yeah, me freaking out for a minute there. He came straight to us when we called him. We took him to the vet to get him checked out, and they said that there was a litter of beagle puppies thrown out of a truck the day before where we found him, and they must have missed him. Unfortunately, his littermates did not survive the impact of being thrown out. Oh my God, that breaks my heart. We ended up naming him Chance. That's so perfect. Because he was for sure given a second chance, although his nose is always getting into trouble. He has been one of the most loyal dogs we ever had. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. I want to talk about people who do those things, but I won't because they don't deserve the time and attention on my channel. Moving on. This story comes to us from Christine, and it reads, "Oh, where to start with my spoiled little animals." Our local shelter here in Vegas, unfortunately, is overrun with animals. Oh, girl, that's everywhere. Originally, I didn't want a kitten because I love older cats. I like when they snuggle and nap and eat and snuggle. That's all they do. And I don't feel like people adopt older animals enough. You're so right. But enter Brad. We were looking around the cat area, and my husband comes out with this brown/gray and white kitten hanging off the bill of his hat by his razor-sharp kitten claws and says, "I want this one." He was only 6 weeks old and a whole lot of trouble. If he was a human, he'd probably be that drunk frat guy who pushes everyone into the pool. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. We watch a lot of ridiculousness. Me too. And the host always refers to the drunk fat guy as Brad. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Hence the name. His personality is so big, and he can barely fit in the house with all of it. He's calmed down a lot now, but wrestles with our dog more than anything. Boots is our needy black lab mix. She was my birthday present, also from the shelter. Originally, she was meant to be a therapy dog for our autistic son, and she's super sweet, but has become so attached to my husband. She's so attached that she whimpers when I cuddle with him. Oh, jealous. She barks a lot, but she's afraid of her own shadow. I think our cat is more dog than our dog. She has perfected the Labrador pouting look with her deep brown eyes, especially when she's trying to pout her way into my steak leftovers. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. They coexist so well, though I can't imagine a more fitting pair of fur babies for our crazy family. They are now both troublemakers and still teenagers, so they run the house chasing each other most days. I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Christine. I love this story so much, and your fur babies are so dang adorable. This next story comes to us from Martha. We don't have any pets. My husband and I did growing up, but he's allergic and our backyard is so small. But that does not get in the way of my kids loving pets. This picture is my son with Targa, a children's hospital therapy dog. My son has been hospitalized 3 times in the last 2 years due to Crohn's disease. The first visit, Targa was overscheduled visiting sick kids as my son was hospitalized during a huge flu outbreak. He was so sad he missed getting to see the dog. On his second hospitalization, we were waiting for the discharge orders when Targa and her owner showed up at our door. Of course, my son wanted to visit. Ms. Targa was so sweet and gentle. She pretended to have a hard time jumping on the bed. Oh my goodness. Her owner said she does that when she's tired. She likes to pretend to be an old lady. Her owner helped her up, and Targa laid her head on my son's lap and stayed there for several minutes. What a beautiful moment that was. My son was smiling, happy about being able to go home after a week in the hospital and happy about getting to see Targa. The third hospital visit was for surgery, and he got to visit with 2 other therapy dogs during his visit. These sweet pets truly do minister to the kids in our children's hospital. Oh my gosh, you know what? That's so true. And I absolutely love this story so much. Therapy animals are so underrated. I do want to give you guys an update because, of course, I had to pry. I'm nosy. And Martha's son is doing much better now. So yay for that. And yay for Targa and Targa's owners. I adore this. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. This story comes to us from Rebecca. Hi Marla, I've attached pictures of my girls, Millie and Mia. They are sisters that came from the same litter and I adopted them from my local shelter. Just as an aside, I love you guys for adopting, something I'm super passionate about. In case you haven't noticed, I just wanted to throw that in there. Anyway, I wasn't looking for 2 cats when I came into the shelter that day. I had recently lost my 12-year-old cat to cancer. I am so sorry, Rebecca. I drove to the shelter and there was Mia, a 6-month-old black and white tuxedo. She had just returned from the vet after being spayed. All she wanted was love and attention. She purred and rubbed into my hand and almost rolled out of the open cage, trying to get closer. It was love at first sight. She even had a white-tipped back paws, just like my French Manny. Perfect. See what I did there? Sorry. The animal control officer saw that I had fallen in love with Mia and started the paperwork right away. Then she turned to me and said, "You know, she has a sister at the vet right now. You could take them both." I had only ever had 1 cat at a time and I wasn't sure about having 2. To seal the deal, she even offered me the 2nd cat for free if I would adopt them both. Apparently, it is really hard for shelters to find homes for black cats. So true. I can't understand why, but it's very true. They had always been together and were a bonded pair, so the next day I brought Millie home. I've had my 2 girls for a little over a year now. Mia gets into everything while Millie loves to sleep the day away, especially on quilts I've made. Oh, she sent pictures. I'll throw that in here too. As they are different as night and day, but I love them both and I wouldn't have it any other way. Thanks so much for the videos and stories. You've definitely helped me keep sanity through this quarantine and working from home. I'm a middle school teacher, and the switch to distance learning has not been easy. Oh, girl, I hear ya. The time spent watching your videos and learning to do my nails has helped me so much. Rebecca. P.S. I also sent a picture of my latest Manny. Ooh! I love Manny pics. It's a mashup of your 2 videos, milk bath nails, and DIY dips. I'm going to throw that in here too. I love Purple, was able to create it using your instructions. Thank you so much, Rebecca, and everybody who's sending me emails. I do have a few more. I may get one more in here, possibly. I will get through all of them eventually, I promise. If you want to share your story with me so I can share them with the rest of the Manny fam, absolutely shoot me an email. All my contact info is in my description box, but I'll leave my Paws and Claws email on the screen for you. It's marlakrispausandclaws@gmail.com. I would love to hear your stories. You can send pictures or videos or anything else that you want me to include. I think I have time for one more story. You guys love how I drag this out, I'm sure. Hi Marla, love your videos. Thank you so much. I love listening to the stories in your Paws and Claws video, and I thought I'd share my own about my miniature American Eskimo, Kira. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I've always been an animal lover. In fact, we were young, my sister and I practically lived at the animal rescue near our house. We volunteered every chance we got for years until we eventually moved out of our hometown, and went to college. My boyfriend's mom was actually one of the founders of the shelter. I call her the animal whisperer because of all the animals she's helped to save and bring into people's lives. She was actually the one who introduced us to our Kira girl. I lost my mom in November of 2009. I am so sorry to hear that, and I'm so terribly sad for your loss. This was during my first year of pharmacy school. I was dreading that Christmas because it would be my first without her. On Christmas morning, my boyfriend's mom came into the room and sat down a small little poof of fur with a Santa hat on. Oh my gosh. I didn't think anything of it because she was always adopting a new dog and taking them into the home. Then I saw the little sweater on the dog and it said, "To Danny and Chris, love Santa." At first, it was overwhelming. We were just college students, and this was our first dog, but we soon fell head over heels in love with her. She's a small dog with a big dog attitude and the most unique personality. She makes us laugh every day and has brought us such joy over the years. She's also slightly traumatic and won't go outside if it's raining without her raincoat on. Oh my gosh. Hence the enclosed picture. Her passions are barking at paper shredders, scaring away the mailman every day, or at least thinking that she does, and hiding her bones all over the house. She's the best thing to ever happen to us, and I can't help but think of my mom whenever I see her and how much she helped me get through this one of the toughest times in my life. She makes everything better, just like my mom always did. Thank you for letting me share my story. Oh my gosh, Christine, thank you so much for sharing that with me. I truly feel so honored that you guys let me into your lives like this. I have a huge, huge heart, not just for animals, but for humans in general. And it just makes me feel like I'm a part of your lives, just like you're a part of mine. And I so love each and every story that you guys send me, and I can't wait to do more. Okay, so now we're going to get into something special. My special announcement, drum roll please. All right, guys, I've been teasing you for months, I know. This is #HotMessMarla, and I'm so proud of it. I collabed with CandiSkinCare, obviously, to make this outstandingly delicious cuticle oil for you guys. The inspiration for this actually came from the live that I did. I don't know if you guys remember or not, if you saw it. If you didn't, I'll leave it up here so you can watch it. It's long and it's kind of boring, but watch it anyway. So I started talking about sherbet because my nails kind of looked like it in that live. And then I collabed with Triple D, and we did the rainbow sherbet dip powder. So I'm like, I feel like I have a theme going on. So it is rainbow sherbet. It smells incredible. It is sweet and fruity and intoxicating. Screams summer. I am now obsessed. My kids are all obsessed. Even my husband is obsessed. And the best part of the whole thing, you ready for this? A part of the proceeds of Hot Mess Marla will be going to the Humane Society of the Treasure Coast, where you guys know that I'm a volunteer at, and I'm super passionate about it. So I am so incredibly honored that CandiSkinCare was willing to collab with me on this and donate to my shelter. All the info is down below. There's a special link to click on. I hope you guys love it as much as I do, and I hope you love this video. I will see you all in my next one. Love you, bye.